What's up, guys? I'm AUSSIE METALHEAD. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests, and a lovely patron over there requested fakemink's London Saviour. I know that their name originally was 1990 Gate. If you have any info about why that happened, I'm curious. I listened to their new album that came out at the start of this year, I think, and I thought it was quite pretty. I liked the production and everything, and then I got so many comments telling me to do London Saviour, and then a absolute legend requested it on Patreon, because if you don't know, I listen to basically only Patreon requests now because I have so much support from you guys. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for that. But yeah, I don't know much about fakemink apart from that project that came out earlier this year, and I thought it was pretty decent. So yeah, let's see how it goes. This is a lot houseier than I thought. I like it.
I got the London look, no Maybelline. This my fantasy life, not make believe. London look, no Maybelline. This my fantasy life, not make believe. Know a lot of people in this game hate to see a fly one. My one, it was made for me. London look, no Maybelline.
That glitchy aspect is so interesting.
London look, no Maybelline. This my fantasy life, not make believe. Know a lot of people in this game hate to see a fly one. My one, it was made for me. It's been chasing me, waiting for me. Man, I get it so quick, like I get for free. And I see it in the stars, like meant to be. I'm addicted to the shit, amphetamines. I don't even know if this lifestyle for me. Lifestyle differences, they
I love the vocals and like samples back.
stay chasing me, the game and the industry stay aimed at me. Cause I know I'm the hardest boo.
I also think fakemink has like a really fucking nice voice.
Cause I know I'm the hardest boo.
It's like very unique, and it works.
Cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, I got the London look, no.
The production is so good that the repetitive nature of it isn't grating.
Hate to see a fly one, my one, it was made for me. It's been chasing me, waiting for me. Man, I get it so quick, like I get for free. And I see it in the stars, like meant to be. I'm addicted to the shit, amphetamines. I don't even know if this lifestyle for me. Lifestyle differences, they scaring me. Responsibilities stay chasing me. The game and industry stay aimed at me. I'm your woman crush Wednesday, MCM. Wearing LVGC and MCM. Don't question me, bitch, like who, what, and when. Just keep telling me lies, they are love pretend.
I love
Just
the
keep telling me
production.
lies, you know that I like it. Critical thinking, I really wanna try it. Celine bag discount, really wanna buy it. I really wanna crash like a terrorist pilot.
Like, this is really fucking gorgeous. Also, like, I'll pause it for a sec. Like, the repetitive sort of aspect that you get in a lot of, like, underground stuff, a lot of the time it doesn't have, like, the catchy melody to be able to carry it through. This one doesn't necessarily have, like, a super catchy melody that comes through. It just has really fucking nice atmosphere. And I think it just allows for those more repetitive, like, phrases and stuff that are being pushed through to not come off as grating or anything like that, because the way that the vocals are mixed within the production or like a bit underneath it makes it so it isn't like the focal point. It's not like the it's kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of like window dressing to this atmosphere and the sound itself, instead of like a lot of rage stuff or underground like plug stuff. If it's repeating the same phrase in a chorus, or if it's whatever, where it's like just repeating the same line over and over again, it's the focal point of the mix. And if their vocals aren't up to snuff, and because it's underground, like they're newer artists, they're not going to have massive like professional backings and stuff like that, it makes it so those sort of tracks feel a bit more grating, a bit harsher to listen to. But this one, like, the production is just so fucking gorgeous. And yeah, it just, the fakemink's voice, despite being very distinctive, flows very much through it, and allows for those like repetitive phrases to be fucking fine.
Cause I know I'm the hardest boo when I'm sleeping. From these other artists I kill and repeat. Cause I know I'm the hardest boo when I'm sleeping. From these other artists I kill and repeat. Cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the, cause I know I'm the hardest, no, I'm the.
I love this. I love the darker, like, film that feels like it's over the sample. Also, this is cool. I like how eerie it is, but I like that. Like, even the outro I like quite a bit. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listen ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times ever before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I'm also posting them into my album of the year, because I've listened, before this channel, I listened to about 20 albums from the back of my entire life. I started this channel so I could listen to more classic albums from like friends and family that I never listened to, like Nirvana, Nevermind, any Kanye West project, just so many. Because if I've only listened to 10, 20 albums, there's so many albums I haven't heard. So I started this channel. Didn't think it would give me the support that it's giving me now, and I absolutely fucking adore and love you guys. But yeah, in the past year, I've listened to about 1,200 albums. You can find all the ratings over there. It's not 600, it's 1,200. And on Patreon, and my average ratings are 6 out of 10, and I solely think that's because I'm listening to more good music than bad, and that's because I'm listening to only Patreon requests. As I said, you guys have been incredibly supportive, and I can't thank you enough, because I have 200 subs over at Patreon. Every sub is $5. You get to request an album that's 50 minutes or less, or you get to request a classic album regardless of time. If you spend $8, you can get request 2 classic albums, or a 90-minute or less album. And because of that, if 200 albums potentially requested a month, I can't really do anything outside of that. And you guys are going to request good albums like London and Saviour. So my average rating skews a bit higher than what I want, which is like a perfect bell curve, 5 out of 10, being the middle. But because in my opinion, if something's a 5.1, I think it's above average. And in saying all of that, I think this is an 8.5, 9. Like, I think it's a great to an amazing track. I'll lean towards 9. Because the fucking production is killer. Fakemink has an incredibly distinctive, unique voice. And it makes them quite exciting for me. Because if I remember correctly, the project that came out earlier this year was an EP. This is like the only album, I think. I'm curious to see where like an actual album comes from, like from them. I would like to see that. That's cool. Also, I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna look it up. Didn't even know they looked like that. Also, didn't know they were 21. Bro was born when the fucking Xbox 360 came out. Could have guessed he's from England, obviously. 723k followers. That's kind of crazy. Like, having that strong of an like, how? Where did he come from? Because having that strong of an Instagram following with like your listenings being just 1 or 2 times on some of these tracks to your Instagram following, that's kind of crazy. Like, you would expect it to be a lot more. Like 723,000 followers. Like, you would expect, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 million per track. This is a nice interlude. I don't know if I can rate it. How about I rate everything that's over a minute? Because it's a short track. Because the way I do album ratings is track averages. It's the reason why you'll never see this being done at the end, because I do the math later on a re-listen. And if you want to do it yourself, you can just type in all of the numbers and average it. So I guess Fleeting Feeling will be one that I'm not. Also, this is just pretty chill. Oh, that's a really cool transition. I would say that this is decent. Like, it obviously, it's a bit more of an interlude track. Doesn't necessarily blow me away too much, but it's decent, so. This sounds like it's going to be sick. Ooh, has lyrics. Again, I've never gotten an answer on this. Why do some tracks have lyrics and some don't? When like they're the same type of song. Like, this is like a single-ish song if it has like 6.5 million streams and the first song has 7 million. Like, what causes this one to have lyrics but not the other one?
Hurt so bad, but I live for the pain. Rather hang from a tree than hang with these lames. Making all this music while you posted in a rave. You don't need to keep going, though I already came. Gold on my bracelet, gold on my chain. Tall girl, tall, yeah, she wearing stilettos. We never speak, only a hi or a hello. I'm starting too hard, guess I didn't get the memo. Green with jealousy,
I love
blue and yellow. You think I'm on the ground?
Who's doing that?
Below, they sleeping on me like I'm made out of pillows. How does he do it, man? I don't know either. I got hoes loving clubs, sleeping old Tina. Point the biggest skeptic out and make him.
There's a bit of a lucky energy, like through the press angle to it. And also with how young they are. But like, there's like a maturity and like the sorrow that they experience.
I know I'm awake, but it feels like I'm dreaming. Living this life, but I don't know the meaning.
I love it.
I'm chasing a feeling.
Is it a vocal effect to have their voice sound like this? Because I looked them up and they don't sound like they would sound like this.
Sweet like Baileys. I just need the money, man. I don't need the ladies. You know what I'ma say? Only need them if they pay me. I'm so fucking lazy. Don't know what to say, man. Essex boy. Only thing I'm missing is the spray tan.
This is... It's hard to find cloud rap this good. Like...
I know I'm awake, but it feels like I'm dreaming. Living this life, but I don't know the meaning. Can't stay feeling. I'm chasing a feeling. Cold like the weather this evening. I know I'm awake, but it feels like I'm dreaming. Living this life, but I don't know the meaning. Can't stay feeling. I'm chasing a feeling. Cold like the weather this evening. For no reason, you only live once. Set fire to the game like I'm sparking my blunt. I'm like Tom Cruise. I do my own stunts, but I hope I die doing what I love.
What he's been able to do is, I don't know his heritage or anything like that, so maybe I shouldn't talk on it, but like he is quite white passing, so maybe he has, like maybe he is half black or something like that, no, but like, the reason I'm bringing that up, holy fuck, this is gorgeous, one sec, but the reason I'm bringing that up is like, there is a lot of rap sort of stuff, when it's like being like, I'm gonna die soon, all that sort of stuff. And it's not like there's a depressive angle to it, but it's not necessarily talking about like suicide and shit like that. When there's like I'm living in a tough like part of town and I'm going to like die. I feel like a lot of that sort of stuff when it's in rap kind of leans towards like a gangster rap thing, and that can be a bit of a tonal mismatch when it comes from like a white person. It feels a bit culture filtery. It's one of the things I think that like Lil Peep does really well with. Like he doesn't really talk about that sort of thing all too often, and I think it comes across as more tasteful, and I feel like fakemink is tapping into the same thing if he is what I'm like, if he's white. One sec, I'll look it up. If I'm gonna be completely fucking honest, I don't Punjabi, so Indian, pretty sure, and Algerian. I know fuck nothing about Algeria, so that also I'm pretty sure Algeria is technically in Africa, right? So maybe I'm wrong on that one, but it feel like the depressive angle with the cloud rap and that sort of thing, it feels very tasteful, especially with like I think I'm going to die, all that sort of stuff. I don't know. I think that like it's very hard for me. I think for me to come across like cloud rap that I think, in my opinion, like embodies what cloud rap that I listen to in the SoundCloud like mid 2010 SoundCloud days. What I love about cloud rap, which is like the more emo rap sort of bend to it, and it feels like a lot of cloud rap didn't delve too far into that. Like you had like, it feels like a very short-lived genre in a way, despite the fact that like it is ever present, where like everyone kind of knows about cloud rap, and it's like we all have fond memories of like an A$AP Rocky, a Lil Peep, that sort of thing, but it doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's an overabundance of the sound, and it's really nice to be able to hear like a project that feels like it does that sound justice, because it is definitely one of the most serene and like unique sort of sounding genres that I fucking love. I would say this is a 10, or like it might drop to like 9.5 or something like that, but fucking gorgeous. The production is killer. I'm curious who does it.
Found out on the side of the road like roadkill, fake M30 OD off one pill, snow in my system, I really can't stand still, nose and the roof of my mouth, I can't feel, I kill it and I kill it good, always on time, jump off the top.
Wait, fakemink's the producer? Dude, you're goated,
and play it one more time, you know getting caught is the only crime, in the studio graveyard overtime, you've been here too long man, pay the fine. Friday, solitary confined. Ain't a thing in the world that man can't buy, and it's a lot to see us and say we won't shine, but I won't stop until I get what's rightfully mine. Found out on the side of the road like roadkill, fake M30 OD off one pill, snow in my system, I really
this
can't
is good
stand
at
still,
least.
nose and the roof
I like
of my
this a
mouth,
lot.
I can't feel, I kill it and I kill it good, always
It stands
on
itself
time,
apart
jump off the top of
compared to like
roof,
the second track to feel less like an interlude, despite the very short
is the only crime. In the studio graveyard overtime, you've been here too long, man, pay the fine. Friday, solitary confined. Ain't a thing in the world that man can't buy, and it's a lot to see us and say we won't shine, but I won't stop until I get what's rightfully mine.
Oh, this is gorgeous. I need to listen to more cloud rap stuff. It is such a stunning sound. Oh, fleeting feeling. Ah, I thought I said floating feeling. Part of me wishes I did I would rate this, but it is obviously an interlude. More so than even the other ones. But this is a really pretty, like, atmosphere. This is a really nice project. Ooh. It's crazy how good this is. Dude, this is like genuinely some of the best production I've had in like the last few years of projects. This is so fucking gorgeous. I don't know if I like this more than Kill Everything, but like, that shows how good it is, right? Fuck, this is a good project. I think I'll lean towards like giving this like an 8.5. 8.5 maybe. Maybe I like Kill Everything more, but I kind of want to dissect how much like is an 8.5 is a 9 right now. It's like this is just an amazing fucking vibe. Fuck, this is good. Nah, it's amazing. I don't like fuck. Just how patient it is as well, despite being a very tight album. It's 20 minutes, but still very patient with the production passages and validly so. Oh my god, this is so good. Sample, fuck.
Never say never again. She was never your bitch.
He's easily one of my favorite producers.
It was all just a game. It was all just pretend. No need for making amends. I'm in the back of a Benz backseat, living my chain, hold crystals, handhold pistols, gold rope so I'm hanging so official. Fake love is all I've known, bored artificial. Compromise, I know it's best meeting in the mid. Like please, oh Tina, I don't do features. Addicted to this money like it's porn, man, I need it. So much smoke in this room, can't see. They say love is in the air, feel like I am being breathing. Killed the whole game, but I am being grieving. Whole scene full of children, still teething. Winter semester, it's winter season. Listening to this, now your ears is freezing.
I feel like it surpasses what I expected. Like, I listened to fakemink, I knew there was talent, I loved the production. I thought he had a unique voice. But this album is like better than I could have expected. And I even had like pretty high respect for him. Fuck. Like, everything feels like a 9. This one might drop to an 8.5, because I think I do like a tad less than the other ones, but what the fuck, cunt? Like, this is fucking insane. Like, it's just so good. What the fuck? I didn't expect it to be this good. I thought that would be something I would find like an issue with, because I love that Summers album, but it's like I still have like issues with it. I still thought, and it has a classic status on album of the year.
Like a Christian man, yeah, I need Dior. I sing well in Celine like Celine Dion, and I'm clinging to the money like a needy one. Where did the time go, man? It feels like forever. If I ever take a break, now I come back better. 2 dogs, 1 white, black, salt and pepper. I made the money cheap, bitch. I'm a home wrecker, but the money never stays. Know that I could do better. She asked me when I win, I reply like never. Heady, slimming on my back, black leather. I said I'd never change, but I never say never.
Oh, this sounds so fucking good. There's actually quite a punchy rapping performance despite how serene and beautiful the sound is overall.
Ripping, Ace I'm sipping, DXM like I'm robo tripping. Keep the lies up, yeah you know I don't listen. Keep the lies up, yeah you know I never listen. I'ma crash into the game like a meteor, like a Christian man, yeah I need Dior. I sing well in Celine like Celine Dion, and I'm clinging to the money like a needy one. Where did the time go, man? It feels like forever. If I ever take a break,
this fucker was like 18 when he made this.
2 dogs, 1 white, black, salt and pepper. I made the money cheap, bitch. I'm a home wrecker, but the money never stays. Know that I could do better. She asked me when I win, I reply like never. Heady, slimming on my back, black leather. I said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change, but I never say. Said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change, but said I'd never change, but I never say never.
Dude, like,
said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change, but I never say never. Said I'd never change. but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never. Said I never change, but I never say never.
This is a 10. It's just fucking 10, cunt. Like, also, it's just bullshit. Like, it's just so fucking good. And there's also something about, like I understand it, because it's like, this sounds so cringe, because it sounds like so hipster shit now, but, like, I guess I listened to Lil Peep and Juice WRLD when they were fucking underground. So I understand why I had this sort of feeling, where it's like, I wouldn't say, actually, I don't know if either of them have, like, a perfect album for me, right? But I have actually quite a few albums now. With the 1200 I've listened to, I have 45 10s. But there's, like, a personal attachment that you sort of get when it comes to, like, more underground artists. For whatever reason, they just pierce your heart a bit more. Maybe, also, it could just be the fact that, like, the Cloud Rush shit's just so sick. And you're not listening to it with, like, hindsight. Like, even A$AP Rocky, Live Love by A$AP, I listened to that with hindsight, because I listened to that this year. So, I don't know, that, it flavors it a bit differently than, like, when you're in the current moment and seeing them at that point in time, because, like, I don't know, Juice WRLD I probably would have still loved, but it's, like, finding Juice WRLD and then getting infatuated with his music when I was, like, 15, or whatever the fuck I was. I'm 24 now. And I think that it makes it, flavors it a bit differently. I think also, like, Lil Peep, like, listening to Lil Peep before he passed, versus after he passed, I know this is just cringe, because it's like, oh, I was there before, but it's like, I think you get a more personal connection to them when, like, they're, like, a niche artist. You're like, oh, this is, like, it feels like it's more for you at that point. And I feel like I can connect to it a bit more. So the reason I'm bringing this up is, like, this is a really fucking good project, but I'm, like, an amazing project, basically. But this probably is going to get, like, an 8 out of 10 or something if I'm doing quick math in my head on this. But this like, probably personally hits me, or I would have, like, a more likely to, like, recommend it or be, like, talk about it than another 8 out of 10 album from, like, a more established artist. And not because I want to be more niche or hipster or whatever the fuck. It's just, I feel a closer connection to this project than I do, like, what's a Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's like, this is probably going to be around the same level of ratings. But, like, this one feels like it's closer to me because one has been canonized. It kind of reminds me of, like, if you listen, I don't know, just, like, any sort of album that is so massive that it's hard to have a personal connection to it unless you, like, listen to it early on. Like, if, like, Hybrid Theory was so massive, but I listened to it when I was fucking, like, 13. So it's, like, obvious I'm going to have a massive connection to that because I was young when I draw to it. When I'm listening to a lot of music that, are even, like, 8 out of 10s, now, but the classic albums that I'm listening to them now, I don't get as attached to them as I used to, like, would have been if I listened to them when I was younger. And, like, the music quality has to be of, like, a higher threshold for me to tap into it, unless it's something like this, where it's like, oh, this feels fucking fresh and, like, unique and new. Like, kind of not even that unique or new, because it's very cloud rappy, but, like, I don't know, it's just, I feel a closer connection to this than more established classic artists, and I don't think it necessarily stems from, like, a pretentious sort of I want to be hipster angle, as much as that can be, like, the flavor that it kind of stems from. I'm trying to, like, dissect why that is the case, like, the pinpoint what makes it different, but there's, like, all these amorphous little concepts that I think make it feel a bit different. Like, it just being a part of the underground, I also think makes it a bit more interesting, because you haven't seen their potential yet. I think that's the potential aspect of it. It's like, I've already seen Red Hot Chili Peppers' potential. I haven't seen fakemink, even though this is realizing more potential than I thought he had on the EP, even though I thought it was quite decent on there. Yeah. Solid as fuck. Again, like, I don't know why, so many of these beats remind me of One Heart. Whenever I listen to newer artists, it feels like One Heart's fucking grasp is everywhere. But I don't even know who he's inspired by, or who they are inspired by. I don't even know who the fuck they are. They just made, like, a few instrumental tracks I think are gorgeous. And this one reminds me of it. It's very pretty. Well, that's like another good track. Yeah, thank you for requesting this. One sec, I need to fucking sneeze. Yeah, sorry, just had to sneeze. Fucking amazing project. As I said all my thoughts, but I think I wouldn't have expected him to realize the potential this hard, even though this is from before. It's like I listened to the new project and I was like, oh, it's pretty fucking good, and I can he seems like it's gonna be pretty snazzy. But then I listened to it and listened to this, and it's like it's more snazzy than I ever could have imagined. And I just want to say thank you for the request. I will always be grateful for the position that you guys put me in. As much as I'm not making like a full-time job income or anything from this, it's making as much as I get paid by the government. No, it's making a tiny bit less than what I get paid by the government to do my university. Which is not a lot, but it does go a long way when you already get paid so little like that. Because I get paid like what 300 a week or something like that, Australian. So in pounds, because this is London, would be like a 150 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. And then yeah, I'm gonna pay about that, and it's maybe like 200 to 180 USD. So getting like the extra money from the Patreon subs is incredibly, I don't know, it's so I'm really thankful for it. And it's surreal because I've spoken about this, it's a bit of a long tangent, but I've spoken about this in the past, but I had a gaming channel, and it got to a decent amount of viewership, subs, that sort of thing, like 16,000 or something like that. But it feels different because it was like, oh, you're good at the game. It wasn't really personality based because I didn't really put my personality on display. Mostly for the fact that I just wanted my gameplay to speak for itself, and then on top of that, I didn't know if my personality. I know my personality wasn't good because I was like a 17-year-old egotistical cunt. So I know that my personality wouldn't have been that likable or anything like that. So I didn't really showcase it. So all the compliments were a bit more detached than I get here. It's kind of overwhelming. I get so many comments and messages, and they're all just so sweet. They're like, oh, your reactions are genuine and raw. You know how that you seem like you really appreciate music, and I love listening to you talk about music, all that sort of stuff. It's just like, it feels weird because I'm just being myself. Like the way my roommates have watched some of my videos, and they're like, one of them, it's cute, they said like on the way to work they just watched one of my videos, and they liked it because the way I'm talking on here, it feels like just how I would have a conversation with them, and because of that genuine nature, I know that's the reason why people seem to like my videos, but like because of that genuine nature, it feels so weird that I get so many positive comments, because it's like, I'm not like a person that gets I'm not like a neat or an incel or whatever the fuck that gets like a small amount of interaction or comments or whatever. But I'm not someone that, like, I definitely don't get to the degree that I get here, and it is, I don't know, like, I don't think I have an incredibly low self-esteem, but the amount of comments I'm getting and how sweet they are is like overwhelming in like a very good way. Yeah, it's fucking crazy actually. And I just want to say thank you, especially with like, it's not just compliments. Like, you guys are putting in genuine money where your mouth is, and I'm getting so many people supporting me on Patreon. Which again, Patreon is $5 a month for requesting an album, $8 a month for 2 if you want to go classic route or whatever. But it's just crazy. I thank you. This is a fucking amazing like sort of job. Yeah, I appreciate it. This album was sick. Thank you so much. Peace.